What's good, guys? Mike B here with Manimal Fitness, and I got a cooking video for you guys today. I'm actually really excited to make this. I haven't had this meal in a long time. It's a homemade Italian, mostly Italian, chili. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna tweak it a little bit to make it a bodybuilding meal, and hopefully you guys enjoy. Make this for yourselves, make it for your families, and they're gonna love you for it. I promise. All right, so we're gonna start off. Get this nice and hot. We're gonna basically want to fry up a lot of the vegetables first. This way they get a nice crisp taste to them before they actually get put into the pasta sauce, the tomato sauce. So this is what we're using for ingredients. We got kidney beans, red kidney beans, black beans, 2 diced green peppers, we got 2 yellow onions diced, and a whole crap load of garlic diced as well. We're going to be using Hunt's crushed tomatoes. Brand doesn't really matter. I'm sure someone's going to yell at me for that, but whatever. When it's in a chili like this, I can get away with it. We got crushed, diced, and tomato sauce. I like to use all 3. It gives it a different texture. It's not overpowering with one specific texture. It gives it a little variety. So, and then for the meat, we're going to be using a pound of fresh ground turkey. And this is really lean. That's why I went with this instead of the ground beef. Normally you would use the ground beef. And then we got ground chicken as well. Also very lean. I want to use both of these. To be honest, I didn't want to keep it plain, just a one meat. When they're both mixed in together, you're not even going to be able to tell the difference. But I like variety when it comes to when I'm making home cooked meals, because I think it makes it I don't know, a little more like what your mom would have made. All right, let's get this cooking going. Pan's getting hot. Add a little more oil. That's the only fat that's going to be in the meal, so it may seem like I'm using a lot, but I'm really not. Alright, so we're going to take our onions, throw them in there. We're going to take green peppers, throw those in there. Let me back off you a little bit, I'm zoomed in here so far. Alright, got all the cameraman, so I got to wing it myself. That's okay. I don't normally have a cameraman anyway, so why would I recruit one? Alright, this is that smells good already. I'll probably just eat that. The rest of this actually doesn't go in for a little while. I like to leave the garlic till later, otherwise it loses a lot of the flavor. The beans as well, they get overcooked, they get soggy. You don't want soggy beans. Ain't nobody want no soggy beans. This pot, the mystery pot, which I didn't explain, just water. I'm going to be cooking rice in here. So let's get that on. Get some rice going. I'm going to be using jasmine rice. Holding this with one hand like a tart. There we go. I love this stuff. It's really good. Recommend trying it out. It doesn't have a lot of, I thought it would have more like of its own flavor, but it's pretty natural, and I like that, so. Yeah. We got our spices we're going to be using. We got some, oh, dropping shit, it's alright. We got our black pepper. I like to use fresh. You grind it right here, so it's not powder. We got our salt, also fresh. Grind it right here. A little bit of basil. Some chili powder and oregano. The basil and the oregano are really what make it a little more Italian flavor. So that's it. These are cooking, and we'll come back when we're on the next stage. Once these are fried, it's going to take a little bit of time because there's so many. I'm making a big pot of chili. because I have a lot of friends who are into bodybuilding, and I'm gonna give them this meal as a little treat for being so friggin' awesome. You know what I'm saying? You gotta. Sometimes you gotta give your soldiers some motivation. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, it starts to mutiny. The fuck is he talking about? I don't know. Just keep it going. Alright, so, we're gonna close out here. We're on the next step. I'll bring you in. Peace. Mike B here. We're back. Manimal Fitness. You know what it is. I just got my peppers and onions. Whoa, let me get you on the food instead of looking at me. Peppers and onions are fried. So now we're going to be throwing in the meat. And that's a pound of chicken. Make sure the skin isn't on it. Chicken looks funny like that, doesn't it? I don't know how I feel about that. They say it's chicken. I guess I'm going to have to take their word for it. And then we got the turkey with the paper. No paper? No paper. Okay. Knocking everything over here. Okay. Now we're supposed to brown this meat. That's what they're telling me. So what I'm going to do, and people probably wouldn't agree with this for the most part, I'm going to add a little bit of water. Add a little bit of water just to create a little bit of stain. Not even that all that amount. Oh, you hear that? Oh, sing for me, baby. Oh, I love when she talks to me. You can add a little bit more. Oh man. So now basically you want to brown the meat. And once it's done browning, we're going to add the sauce. So I will let this finish so you're not sitting here waiting for the shit to cook. And I'll bring you in for the next part. Peace! And we're back in the kitchen. I got the ground beef is fully cooked. Well, like 99.9% fully cooked. I got the rice on. I like to cook it on a high heat and put it on a simmer, and then let it slowly cook after that. But initially, let it boil with the rice in. So the next step with the brown beef. So what do we do so far? We put some oil in a pan, pot, put some, heated it up, put some onions, some green peppers in there, stir fried them, threw some turkey, some ground chicken. Brown that. Now we're gonna add the sauce. We got 1 can of no salt added crushed. I'm telling you, this is a bodybuilding meal. A bodybuilding meal. We got Happy Harvest. Whoa, can you scan in? There we go. It's got all kinds of gains. Diced tomatoes. I love diced. You can see the difference between the diced and the crushed there. The diced is a little chunkier. And if you don't like chunky tomato in your pasta sauce or any of that, then don't add it. Add more crushed tomato. And then I'm going to add some actual sauce here. Alright. Let's go. I'm so close on it. I wish I can be a little further back, but I got to be able to do the things and film it. So we're just going to stir that. Oh man, you can already tell that that's starting to come together. It's starting to look like chili before it looked like a big pot of who knows what. Alright, this is good. We're going to lower that to a simmer and give it one last stir. Make sure nothing's burnt and stuck to the bottom. There we go. I don't want to let that cook on slow. Finish stirring this. Oh man, this smells good already. And this is just straight gains right here. I mean, we didn't even add all the goodness. We didn't even add the fiber and the protein from these beans, and then the garlic. which I swear that's like an all-around remedy. I don't like to add the spices. I'm gonna add the chili powder now, and a little bit of fresh salt. Besides that, I leave the spices till a little bit later because people don't realize you can burn your spices in your food very easily. They like to add their spices early. I don't know if it's just to get it over with or it's how they were taught, but I suggest leaving your spices till, you know, midway to 3/4 the way done. This way it saves most of the flavor as opposed to burns it, and then the burn flavor can actually throw off the meal. So yeah, be careful when it comes to spices because they're dried leaves essentially, so they're very easy to burn. If anybody knows anything about dried leaves, hint, 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 hint. Okay, well that's it. I don't want to throw the beans in yet. The garlic isn't going in yet. The chili powder is. How much chili powder should I use? I don't know. Eyeball it. Use your brain. You don't want it to change color of the whole thing, but you want it to look a little different. Oh man, this smells so good. This is going to be a very, I might have to add another small can of pasta sauce because once I add the beans, this is going to be a very thick chili. I mean, we are going for that bodybuilding meal, you know what I'm saying? That Manimal meal. That's what I'm going to start calling these. Manimal meals. Damn. It's got a ring to it. I like it. Alright, well, let's see. A little fresh salt. Can you do it with one hand? I don't think so. We're going to try. Nope, it ain't going to happen. You need a little two-hand. The whole camera's shaking. Oh my god. This is amazing. Yeah, I'm a lunatic. A goddamn freak, in fact. But I'm not afraid to be me. And that's more than what most of you motherfuckers can say. I talk a lot of shit, but I mean it, you know? Like, you could be a shit talker as long as you can back up what the freak you're saying. That's my opinion. Alright. This rice is looking pretty good. Good way to test, see, okay, so a bit more water in there. This video's already 5 minutes. I'm wondering if I should salt over everything, trying to make this video for you guys. So much love and effort, you don't even know. Alright, I want to add the garlic soon, but it doesn't need to go in now. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to add half the garlic. This is called thinking on the fly. Add half the garlic now, and let that kind of soak into the flavor. This way it's already starting to marinate in there. And then I'll save some of the rest of that garlic for a few more minutes, maybe like 15 more minutes into the cook. So the heat's looking like it's still pretty high. You know, lower that a little bit. Oh, and I'm sure you guys noticed I'm cooking on a gas stove. I love gas stoves. In my opinion, it's the only way to cook. But I'm sure you can make it happen other ways. It's just, you know, not as much fun. Alright, well, I'm going to cancel out this video here, and once we're on to the next stage, I will bring you guys back in. Hopefully this cooking video isn't 30,000 minutes long, but, you know, good things take time, right? Alright, see you in a bit. There's a couple people who are like, how are you going to have cheese in your chili and it's going to be healthy? Well, you get low-fat cheese, right? So here we are. We got reduced fat. Whoa, the light's shining, I can't see anything. Put it down, here we go. Reduced fat, 4 cheese, Italian. This sounds like it goes with Italian chili, right? Can't go wrong with 4 cheese. As long as it's not 3 cheese. Come on, it's fine. And here's what's awesome. Look at that. Camera zoom in. If it can, come on. Come on, dude. Come on. Wow, this is crazy. Focus, dude. There we go. Total fat, 4.5. Protein, 8. This thing has got twice as much protein as it does fat. Now that is what I call bodybuilding. That's how you do that. And that's how you do that. And we're back at it. We're gonna put some beans in. I'm so freaking excited. I can cry. Here we go. Kidney beans. Some of them there black beans. And the rest of that garlic. Oh, a little bit of garlic left. If you ever chopped garlic before, you know it's a pain in the ass, so every last one counts. Right, we're just gonna stir this. Ooh, camera wasn't right. I like to put a lot of beans in my chili because, well, I like to add a lot of everything. I like it thick. I like a meaty meal. You know, I don't want this little sissy friggin' chili. It's just broth, essentially. Just hot tomato friggin' sauce. Screw that. Give me some meaty. Give me something with some gains to it. You know what I'm saying? So this is really starting to come to life now. While you were away, I added a couple spices, a little bit of chipotle Tabasco, and some regular Tabasco. I also put in those spices, and normally I'd add some corn, but I didn't have any. I forgot to pick some up today. So this is going to be a cornless chili. I mean, I'll pick some up tomorrow and just throw it in. So yeah, the rice is done. Yum. And this is really close. So I can get a nice close up here. Oh my god, you guys are going in so far. Can the camera adjust? Oh my god. It's real. You can just see the pure gains. Pure gains, son. Oh, it's starting to bubble there, looking good, man. This shit looking good, man. Autofocus. Hell yeah. So what do we have here? I mean, rice, bodybuilding food right there. Ain't nothing wrong with some rice. And we got a big ass pot of chili. So what's in here that could be unhealthy? Nothing. You got some wholesome meat, some very lean meat. I didn't even have to drain it. Normally with the beef, you'd have to drain some. Didn't have to drain anything. So lean meat, you got beans, onions, green peppers, garlic. You know, like everything's low sodium. Everything, all the sauces I got are low sodium. So this is a straight bodybuilding meal. I mean, I'm sure the protein is through the roof with this. And fibers through the roof, proteins through the roof. Micronutrients through the roof, antioxidants through the roof. I mean, you got everything you need right here. Right here. Now, will this taste as good as a chili with beef? Probably not. It's missing a little bit of fat. I did add a little bit of olive oil, so a healthy fat, but I didn't add too much. Only what I used to stir fry the onions and peppers. So, all right. Well, I'm gonna let this simmer on low. It's going to cook for the next 45 minutes to an hour, and I'm going to add those spices in, some of the oregano and basil in around that time, and then let it cook on its own for a couple hours, and then put it in the fridge. And that's key right there. It's an old, I don't know if it's Italian, but I learned it from my family. I apologize for the sound, the explosions. I got a movie on in the background, but I don't know if it's a myth or if it's real, but basically any that I've noticed, any like tomato-based dinner, which Italians like almost everything, tastes much better the next day. And it has something to do with the food, as my family would say, marrying. It marries overnight. And over the next few days, it actually gets better and better each day as all the flavor is absorbed. Not really sure if it's true. It seems to be true. I seem to enjoy it. It might just be in my head that I'm supposed to enjoy it more. But whatever it is, That's it. Alright, I'm a nerd. I'm retarded. But I know how to cook. And I know how to make freaking gains. That's for damn show. So this is Mike B, Manimal Fitness. And we out. Peace!